Whoa. Way to start the show.
Listen, sometimes you gotta let out a cute little snort.
A what? Little what?
A cute little snort.
Okay.
Because if
What
you're
if it's like
laughing, if
cute
you're
or
genuinely
little?
laughing at something that's really funny, sometimes a cute little snort will come out, And it's just like, okay, yeah, it just sounds like a little piggy, but it's okay.
But
It's
what?
okay.
What if it's not cute or little?
You know what? It's fine. Whether it's big and it's ugly, or short and cute, or little and cute, or whatever. Like, just let out the snort, okay? Just
Sometimes you
laugh.
gotta let out a big
Laugh from your belly, okay?
Sometimes
Let
you gotta
your
let out.
cheeks hurt, okay? And if you get smile lines, that is fine. It is
Smile
okay.
lines are fine. You're right. Smile lines are fine lines. I see what you did there.
The other day, I got a facial, and my esthetician was like, "Do you get Botox?" And I was like,
What?
"No, do I need it?" And she's like, "Your skin is just like perfection." And I was like, "Actually, it's going through something right now, but you are a saint. Thank you.
Oh
How
my
much money can I
goodness.
tip you? $3,000? Sure. Please."
If I
Boost
see
my
somebody
ego for all of eternity.
$3,000 tip, that's generous. Beyond generous.
Oh,
I would
absolutely.
expect her to move in for at least like a month or two and just do your facials from home and water your plants. It has to be
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this one in the corner, it's dying per usual. Could you
How did that feel? Is that something that you get done like every month? Was it just like I gotta take care of myself today? Like, why did the facial come about?
Oh, so this year I decided I'm gonna take care of me more often. And I used
Mhm.
to get facials pretty I don't like my regularly was like every quarter. I
Okay.
used to get facials. And then things like life happens, and then like I stopped like scheduling my facials.
Yeah.
I think I started getting them regularly at the beginning of this year, but
Mhm.
my previous facial before January was like May of last year, and I was like,
Whoa.
May of last year, and I was vaccinated. What's going on? So I decided, you know
Mhm.
what? This is the year of me. I'm going to get regular hair appointments. I'm
Mhm.
going to get regular facials,
Mhm.
and I'm going to see what that does for me. And so far, the regular facials thing, best decision I've ever made. I love it. It is my time to just like relax, get my face done, get my face taken care of,
Mhm.
get just like do procedures that I wouldn't necessarily do on myself. So like facial massages are so
Yes, they are.
like just imagine that you're laying in the most like relaxing bed
Okay,
and
I'm
you
gonna close
have
my eyes and imagine.
okay, listeners, imagine yourself laying on the most comfortable bed.
Mhm.
The sheets are heated.
Mm.
Your hair is wrapped up in a spa headband.
Mhm.
There are pillows at your feet to elevate your legs.
Mm.
Your facialist is now washing your face with a gentle cleanser.
Mm.
There are aromatherapy essential oils that fill the air. Not overpowering, it's very light. Just imagine some lavender or eucalyptus or some essential oils that you prefer.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, your facialist just works their magic
Mm.
and is massaging all of the tension out of your face.
Mm.
Work tension kept in your jaw,
Mhm.
gone. A little angry text that like messed up your week in your cheeks, gone.
Mm.
Forehead wrinkles, who? We don't know her. And that happens for like 60 to 90 minutes.
Oof.
You're welcome.
I can definitely see how that would be refreshing and definitely something I would need to do more than once a quarter.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm now creating a particular lifestyle for myself, and
Mhm.
I can't imagine not having this lifestyle. So if there ever comes a point where I can't have this lifestyle, I will cry
Uh-huh.
profusely.
Uh-huh. As I would expect you to.
Yeah.
You worked yourself up to a regimen or a care or a certain level of self-care opulence. Why would
Yes.
we want to do anything under or less than that?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
I have been spending more money on like bougie things for myself,
Ooh,
which is
okay.
like, okay, so like I was telling Coco about this, like in passing, like I didn't get like too into it,
Mhm.
but okay, so I told you I bought a bougie razor.
You did.
I have said bougie razor with me.
Oh.
This is my bougie razor.
Oh, it looks glittery.
Oh, it's rose gold.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know you elevated when you've gone past the regular gold and the silver. Rose.
Um, it has it's a single blade razor.
Okay.
The blades are made in Germany, apparently. It's by this brand called We the People. We spelled OUI, so like hui hui.
Mhm.
um,
Which I get.
I'm so sorry, French listeners that are listening to this podcast. That was
I don't think there's anything to
disrespectful.
be sorry for. You were given an example.
But I've been wanting this razor for years and years and years. I thought I was gonna buy this razor, um, like when I was getting married, so I could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like use this fancy razor because I'm a bride, and I didn't because I'm
Okay.
like there are other important purchases that I need to make. This razor is like
Whoa, buddy! I'm glad I could read lips because I couldn't hear nothing.
$75. So it is kind of pricey,
Is this a
but
lifetime guarantee on this
well,
razor?
yeah, like the razor part is it's a heavy situation, and
Okay,
then the blades are what you refill, and the blades are like $10.
but that's what I meant. Like, is this a lifetime supply of blades? But you just
Oh
gave me a
no,
price, so I don't know
no,
it.
no, no! But I have only I've had this razor since end of
Okay, last year?
January. No, this
No,
year.
this you said you just got it, so this
Yeah.
year.
And I've only used it twice, but like when I'm shaving my legs, my hair growth does not, I feel like it refuses to exist for an exorbitant amount of time.
Yeah.
Like I was doing like my whole lotion routine, and
Uh-huh.
Coco knows I have a very extensive lotion routine.
You guys have no idea how many routines and regimens and products like sponsor this woman. All 50, 100, 11 million, please.
It was really funny because you called me. I was like, you called me out on like the lotions thing, like sometime last summer because you sent me like some TikTok about like some girl that had like an extensive bath and body collection, and you were like, "Is this you?" And I was like,
You had to say
um,
no because you have more. So no, no way that's me.
I was like, number
Look at how
one, I
little
don't
she
even shop
has.
at Bath and Body Works anymore because low key Bath and Body Works breaks me out.
Okay, their stuff, less low key, high key. It's really cheap. Not good material. It smells great,
Yeah,
some of it,
it
but it's
smells great, but
not
like
good for your skin.
as a person that has like eczema, like I was just like, you know what? I have to make a breakup with Bath and Body Works just
Yeah.
because it's not working for me. And
Yeah.
plus I found like better products that like work for my skin type. So
Right.
it all works out.
Yeah.
But yeah, this razor is the bee's knees. It's owned by a black business.
Oh,
I I only have 5 hairs on my leg since I shaved my legs like 3 weeks ago.
that's wild.
And I literally cannot live without this razor. Like literally cannot.
I've
I
never
will
even heard of it before you brought it up. So the fact that this is not some new invention is confusing to me because I'm usually like abreast to things like this,
Mhm.
products like this.
I mean, I've been obsessed with this brand for years, and to like finally have it, finally use it,
Mhm.
I was like, okay, this is a phenomenal razor. They
Yeah.
also have other products. They have the shaving cream. I mean, they are on the pricey side. But if you want to treat yourself, okay? If you want a bougie moment in the shower, okay? Like get the We the People razor and get the shaving cream and get the body serum because
Here we
baby,
go.
summertime is coming up, okay?
Okay.
You want your legs to be out, okay?
Okay.
We want them shining, shining, shining,
I
shining. You know
know what you mean.
Extra.
Extra,
Be extra.
extra. Okay. Okay. So they get your endorsement, your stamp of approval.
They have 5,000s of my stamps of approval. Absolutely.
Ooh. Which is equivalent
Absolutely.
to like 5 razors, you guys.
I knew that you would get on me about the price of this razor.
I mean, being the frugal bandit that I am, yes, but also I believe in treating yourself in an opulence way, especially if it works. Not just
Yeah.
like, oh, I treated myself to a $300 steak and it was subpar, but it was $300 steak. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is a product that's actually working and you're supporting a Black business and you see the results, then yeah, treat yourself.
Yeah. And I didn't have any nicks, no irritation. And I'm the person that uses like I used to go by the method the more blades the better. So
Yeah, me too.
all of my disposable razors had like 5 blades.
Which,
Uh
yeah, it was confusing to me when you said this only had one. I'm like, what is she gonna do with it?
so So if you think about like old school barbers and how they have like the single
Yes,
blade to
right.
like get that close shave, this
Hmm.
is what that experience is like, but for your legs
Okay.
and your armpits.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's an experience and I love it.
An experience.
Hmm. I was a little intimidated because it is weighted. It's a weighted
Yeah.
razor. The single blade, I'm like, oh my god, what it
One wrong swipe, your leg is just off.
because the first time I shaved my legs, I nicked it wasn't even a nick. I cut myself. I was
Are you
bleeding.
kidding?
I'm not. I still have the scar on my leg. Yeah, it
Ooh.
was a gash.
Not a gash.
And my mom, I will never forget. My mom was like, "Don't shave your legs without me. Like, I will like teach you how to do it, but you're not ready yet." And I
Yeah.
was like, "I am ready. I'm ready now. Like, I don't want to wear shorts to school or like a skirt to school, and people see my hairy legs. I'm doing it now." And I was like, "Oh no, I should have waited." So it's like not only are people gonna see like my newly shaved legs, but they're also gonna see this gash.
Hmm. Your
They're gonna
battle
be like,
scars.
my battle scars. Oh,
Hmm.
what a sad time.
It's life. Puberty, growing up, adolescence. What a time to
Yeah.
be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Are
Ugh.
there any other products you've recently purchased or you were really, really excited about purchasing? Then you're like, I'm not sure about this. And then you got something else instead, or just something else that might seem like simple, but you're like, this brings me joy.
Um, this is gonna sound okay. I don't even want to say that. I was gonna say this is gonna sound so silly,
Okay.
but I feel like a lot of my friends know me as. I mean, a lot of my friends know me as like the skincare like queen. Like I know how to treat your skin. I know how to treat yourself. I know how to just like when it comes to like me time and know how to relax.
Hmm.
So like I love a good bath. I love as you now know.
I'm gonna say, really? You like that? That's wild. I would have never pegged you for a bath person. Wow.
I love a good bath. And the reason why I like got into soaks was because they helped with my period pains. Like
Hmm.
they've just helped soothe those muscles, like be able to sleep better at night. Um, so Dr. Teal's is where
Okay.
it's at. I mean, I feel like all the girls know about Dr. Teal's, but do you really know about Dr. Teal's? I should have brought it down with me. Anyway, Dr. Teal's has like they really like know how to like create a mood.
Yes.
Um
Accurate.
they they recently came out with this like there are two products that I really like. So the first are these like skin focused like milk bath bubble bath and like the matching salts that go with them.
Uh-huh.
There's one that's like focused on like brightening and one that's focused on like calming the skin,
Hmm.
and the one that's focused on calming the skin has valerian root and passion flower, which those are like herbs that help you with like anxiety and just like resting the body. Like I drink a lot of passion flower tea, so I was like, oh, to have this in the bath, like that's an experience. And oh my goodness, the milk bath is just if I feel so decadent and fancy. So like because of, and it's just a simple thing like a bath product or an Epsom salt that
Yeah.
I'm more inclined to kind of take it up a notch. So like I will slice up some oranges and put it in the bath,
Ooh.
or I will brew tea to put in the bath. Like I've been really into tea baths lately.
Okay.
Like I've been following a lot of people on the TikTok
Mm-hmm.
and Instagram, and just like reading up on like bathhouses and like different practices. I'm like, well, if I can't go to these places to experience it, like
Yeah.
I want to try and recreate it, because like from these experiences, from what I've read, like it's like a whole ritual and it's a
Mm-hmm.
whole practice of just like really soothing the body, calming the mind, creating a mood.
Yes.
So that's what I've been doing, and it's
Oh.
just been, because work is stressing me out. I hate it. I hate work. I
What?
hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate
Work
it. I
and
can't
stress
stand it.
going hand in hand? That doesn't sound like work at all.
So to come home, like as soon as I hear like the running water of the bath,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as I open like the pouch of Epsom salts, and as soon as I start like brewing my tea, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's for steeping in the bath or just like for me to drink like after I get out of the tub,
Mm-hmm.
like it's just become a whole thing.
That's,
And even talking about it, I'm just like, "Ugh, I cannot wait for a bath later."
that sounds so peaceful and calming and like something that people should incorporate into their everyday routines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you? Like what purchases are making you happy? What have you been doing for yourself? Like I want to know about like some of your self-care, some of your, do you have any like bougie like things that you're doing? If not, are there some bougie things that you want to get into?
um, there actually are a couple of things. I've been inspired recently by who knows who to start taking baths and also just like definitely make some self-care me time. And I find it so funny because, my business, one of my businesses, I have lots of self-care items, but I never look at them as something I can use. I never look at them as something I can dip into and anything. It's just like this is for customers. I'm never looking that way. So
Which drives me a little wild, because like there's one time we were talking about skincare and you're like, "Oh, I guess I'll like dip into the inventory." I'm like, "Yes, you bought it. It's fine. You can use this for yourself." And guess what? You can find other things to sell. Like you have the inventory to do that. Like please take
yeah.
care of yourself.
Yeah, and it's like a lot. It's not just like a little bit. I'm like, I have multiple things and skincare things and bath things and like relaxation things. But like I said, I look at it like this is for monetary business purposes, not personal use. So I always bypass it. But I have definitely hopped onto the bath train, and it is just amazing. Like I said, that first time, things were a little scary. Things got a little heated. Things went a little black-hearted, but figured out how to alleviate that. That was great. Something else that I haven't done in a long, long time was a chemical peel for my foot. So I'm in the
Mm.
process of that right now. And it's just really, really cool to see like this whole new layer and feel this whole new layer of soft skin on these little things that, take you everywhere and hold so much
Yes.
weight and just, do all these things for you. And I have to think about that. That, this is a very simple thing to do for something that does so much. Like our feet do so much for
Our
us.
feet do a lot.
A
Our feet
lot,
really do a lot, and we
a
put them
lot.
through a lot too.
Yeah. And it reminded me also, do you remember it was like one of those as seen on TV commercials, but there was like this, it was like a vat or a small little tub of like hot wax, and you like dipped your hand in.
Okay, low key, I've been thinking about getting one for myself, because
Okay.
the way, oh my god, the way the wax feels, and then
Yeah.
like when they like remove it, and
Will it?
it's just like
Yes. Yes.
so like I mean, it feels like silk.
Yes.
Let's be real. It feels so soft. I'm like,
Yes.
I just want that, like the heat, the softness.
Yes.
I want
Yes,
now.
yes, 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 yes. That's how I was like, what if I did this for my hands? And I was like, they do have stuff like this for your hands. And I was like, memory unlocked. I was like, why didn't we ever have one of those vats? One of those just hand dipped vats. We needed that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But it's definitely been, I'd say in the last few weeks, it was mainly food based. Like, oh, I'm really craving this. Let me get it. Oh, I think I deserve this. Let me get it. Oh, I've been good for this amount of time. Oh, let me deviate and get this. But it's now so been more so, like I said, the baths. I'm getting some new salts. I have bath bombs that I've probably, like, again, I was like, I don't know if I'll ever use these. Like, these were items that were mine. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever use these. And I just, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't take
Mm-hmm.
baths. These will just be here looking cute and pretty. So, yeah, things like that. I'm a coffee drinker now. So, my little pods for my Nespresso. And now, well, but to be clear, I've always had an espresso, but it was for guests. And people would be like, but you don't drink coffee. I'm like, I know it's for you all. But now I am
I would like the
partaking.
record to show how Coco is very generous to other people, but like now she's getting into the generosity for herself, and I'm loving it.
Listen, and it's also like when you have bath time and the coffee time and the meditation time, the morning time, whatever your time is, you have a lot of time to reflect. So whether
Yeah.
that's your mantras, your meditation, mediation is not peaceful. Meditation, I was like, that's wrong. Or if it's just you sleeping or whatever it is. But for me, it's been like reflecting time. And when I think about like my drive and my desire previously to be like, I want to be a good host. I want to make sure everybody's comfortable. I want to make sure everybody's good. Da, 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 da. And like, you're left running around. You're left like at not
You're
up.
literally running around like a chicken with its head cut off.
Yeah. And
It's too much.
it's too much. That's the person who cooks everything for Thanksgiving. But anyways, I was just like, it's nice to be reflective and be like, take care of yourself, put yourself first, and just mind you, because I am a strong proponent of you have to put your own mask on before you can help
For
somebody else.
yep.
Or you both are just
Mm-hmm.
going to be SOL. So
Yep.
just remembering to practice it on myself has been
Yeah.
like really good for me. Like mentally, physically, like emotionally, it's just been like good all around.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I like to call that time like that coffee time. Like if it's in the morning, I
Hmm.
like to call it flouncing time
Okay.
because like usually I'm wearing like a nice robe and
Okay.
like, you just like flounce around the house like, "Oh, I'm
Okay.
going to take my tea. I'm going to sit down. Maybe I'll watch a show for
Mhm.
like 30 minutes, maybe I'll read a book for 30 minutes, but this is like my time before I prepare for the day."
Yes. Yeah.
It gets me in a good headspace.
Yes. I'm not sure how long it'll last, depending on when you open up emails or text messages, and it's just like that was nice.
Listen, I don't do it every morning. I need to do it every morning, but I don't because like there are some mornings where I'm like, okay, I know I have this meeting
Yep.
today and I did not prep for it. Okay, let me look at my emails. Oh my god, why are you in the office at 6:30 in the morning? And why are you emailing me? Like
Fact.
those people that are like requesting things from me
Fact.
like what, please don't email me at 6:30 in the morning, especially if it's coming from you because I hate your guts and I want to stab your eyes out. So
Yeah.
please don't email me until after 11:30. Your window is from 11:30 to 2:30. If you don't email me during that time, then you will catch these hands.
Maybe they get the time conversions confused.
Okay, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not
You,
doing this
you,
with
you
you.
never do stuff with me. Look at you, you got me hand and fisting.
I would also like the record to show that Coco does not know how to convert
Okay,
time
so
between the
I am
time zones.
so glad that we're transitioning to our next topic. So I want you to tell me, I'm gonna set the scenario up for you while I write down this timestamp. I want you to tell me how this feels. This is semi old news now, but I'm a billionaire. You're not. I tell you to get off your butt and work. I have privileged parents. I grew up in a privileged lifestyle. I don't feel like I need to set the rest of the scenario up for you.
No, you don't. Kim K can suck eggs.
Okay.
Now here are two thoughts.
Uh huh.
one separate thought is I really hope that she's okay and those kids are safe, and this divorce is really nasty. So like maybe as a child of divorce,
Mm-hmm.
and of it wasn't that it was nasty, but like there were nasty things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um like I'm putting myself in like the kids' shoes
Okay.
in in this perspective,
Mm-hmm.
and like they're young, they're like not like they're probably not like on e-news, okay, but but they're on TikTok. They
Mm-hmm.
go to school, like their friends might say things because their parents have said things.
Right.
um and like one day when they're old enough, they're going to be able to access like all
Correct.
of the things that their parents have said,
Yes.
and there have been some like not nice things said, and it can be hurtful.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like I hope for their sake, mental state, and for the mental state of the adult parties, I hope
Yeah.
that they're all okay.
Okay.
Kanye, please go to therapy and stay off the internet, please. Moving on to Kim K in this whole business arena.
Yeah.
Listen, honey, you are rich. You are richer than Richie Rich.
Hello?
And you don't have any artwork on your walls. At
Oh,
least not in the house that you always put up on Vogue.
that's true.
So please stay out of like
Working people's business.
working people's business. Like, I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I've been overworked. I've been working basically. I mean, if you think about it, from the
Mm-hmm.
time you're in grade school to
Yes.
college
Yes.
to the working world
Yes.
to like you're off of your parents' insurance
Mm-hmm.
and you are at, maybe at one point you're living paycheck to paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kim Kardashian, have you ever lived paycheck to paycheck?
Oh, good question. Good question that we know the answer to.
Like, I think one time I was watching that dang show and
Mm-hmm.
she was like arguing with her mom about like marble slabs. Like, do you think working
Yeah.
people are arguing about marble slabs that
Not
their
at all.
mom came over to like steal from their house? Like, I've never argued with my mom about different marble slabs.
Never have.
Would I love
Never
to
will.
argue with my mom about different marble slabs? Sure. But even then, I'd be like, Mom, you know what? You have provided such a wonderful life for me. I don't think I'm going to be using these marble slabs. Please take this for this home that I'm helping you build because, like, I have made it in life and this is my gift to you because,
Mm-hmm.
like, I appreciate you so much and I want to just, like, take care of you for the rest of my life. Ugh. That's neither here or there. Oh my god. I just want to live in a compound like the queen, and then we all have our little houses and I can be close to my mom, but like not too close where she's like on my doorstep every day. And this is a weird tangent. I
You
miss
guys can't
home.
hear it, so I'll let you know. My mouth is open and I'm in shock.
I miss my mom and I miss home.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
All that to say is like just Kim, shut up.
I second that motion.
Have several seats, please. Just stay
Yeah.
in your like it's kind of like during like at the top of the pandemic and like during lockdown and all the celebrities were like, we're all in this together. We can do it. And they're all like being served by their private chefs and they're
Right.
like by their pools and they're like, oh, I'm so bored.
Right.
I would love to be by a pool right now. Shut up.
Bored in a mansion, playing hide and go seek in a mansion.
And then when they would travel, they're just like, oh, we just had to get away
Had
from
to
the
get away.
situation. Don't you think we all want to get away from this?
Yeah.
Like, what happened
Yeah.
to we're all in this together?
They were like,
Apparently,
all the
they're
rich
not in the
folks.
same High School Musical production that we are in.
Mm-mm.
I
Yeah.
don't get it. I don't understand. I
I don't understand. I
understand.
said I don't understand. I said I don't understand. I don't understand. There were also a lot of people I saw that were like, right message, wrong messenger. And I was like, there are still people
No.
who've been working all their lives,
All their
literally
lives.
all of their lives, and will
Mhm.
never see $1 billion. Will
No.
never see her definition of work ethic or success or whatever it is. Not that you have to compare it to her, but it's just like, I don't even think it's the wrong messenger. I think it's the wrong message. People
Wrong
work all the
message.
time and you don't know what they have to take care of, what they have to do, what they're paying back. You don't know. So
I saw someone make a reel the other day that like took that audio of hers, but
Mhm.
like she was like, you know what people don't value anymore? Like people don't rest. Like go lay down, like rest your mind. The work will be there tomorrow. You need to
Mhm.
be refreshed. And I was like, yes, this is the message. This is the right
Yes,
message, right messenger. Spread it.
yes. Which I
But
agree with too, and it also reminds me of the Steve Harvey had something that was similar. He was like, "You think successful people sleep 8 hours a day? It's already morning time on the West Coast," and da da da. And I'm like, I understand what you're saying.
right,
I hear what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. At the same time, this mentality that to be successful, you have to work yourself into this unhealthy state or
right,
sacrifice. First of all,
right.
it's not foolproof. Second of all, you also come from a background where you've been working for a long time. You've been in entertainment for a long time. You've had years and years and years of connections and opportunities. So it's just like the message isn't even right some of the times. It's not just the messenger. The message sometimes is also not right.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, because I saw another along the lines of like, because you know how people used to say, "Oh, Beyonce has like the same 24 hours in a day as you do," and I'm like, our 24 hours are very different.
Yeah.
Like, she has someone; she doesn't have to worry about what she's going to eat.
Right.
Well, do you know how much time figuring out what you're going to eat takes? And if you have to be the one to cook the meal,
Mhm.
or even like if you can afford DoorDash or Postmates or
Right.
whatever, like if you have to be the one to even pick up your takeout,
Right.
like that is time, that
Yeah.
is energy, that is money.
Yeah.
And some like I tell my friends all the time on the days that I don't eat, only not because like I'm
I
not
don't want
like
to.
it's like I don't want to or I want to, but like
Mhm.
I have like thought about what I'm going to eat for so long that like my window for eating has passed. So
Yes.
then I'm like, you know what? It's a hope and air kind of night.
Yes. No, I hear you. I feel you. Even before we got on to do this, I was like, I should probably get some food. This was like 3 hours ago. And mind you, I have food here also, but I was like, I don't want this food. I've been eating this food for the last 2 or 3 days. I want something different. And it's like I'm going through the ordering apps and I'm like, I'm not trying to pay $5.99 for delivery. And then after you add all the fees and this new surcharge thing,
The
it's like,
fees, the tax, the
I'm like,
everything.
it's not giving. It's not giving. I could buy a whole another meal for you to deliver it. So then I'm
Right.
like, okay, do I go pick it up? And I'm like, no, I don't feel like leaving my home. So then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, do I look for something with a drive through nearby that isn't as terrible? And it's just like, that would require me putting on outside people clothes.
Okay. Like this has already been like a whole event.
Yeah. And now 3 hours later, I haven't eaten. So I'm right here with you. I'm
Oh
right here
my
with you.
gosh.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, we might need to wrap this podcast early so Coco can eat because food is
You
important,
won't like me
man.
when I'm hangry.
Listen, you're not yourself when you're hangry. You're really
That's true.
not.
That's accurate. Speaking of people who aren't themselves, strong pivot. Love is Blind. You said you finished it. You said
Okay.
you watched it. You said love is what? Is it blind? Is it
Love is blurry,
love is
according
blurry?
to Shake. Love is blurry when you have Nobu reservations that you need to get to on your wedding day. Okay, let's
Excellent.
just start with Shake
Oh, can
because
we? Are we gonna start with Shake?
yeah, we're gonna start with Shake because
Okay.
he's such an embarrassment. Like
Yeah.
his own
Mother.
mother,
Hmm.
his own mother was like, "Deepti, you're too good for him."
Yeah.
And this is my son that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
For your own mom on
National
national
television. Yeah.
TV.
National.
I was like, "Is Netflix national TV?" For your mom to go on national TV and be like, "My son is not the bee's knees."
Right.
How are you not embarrassed by that? And then the way he was acting at the reunion, that was just like,
I was like, "Are you a grown
uh,
man? Like, what is going on here?"
I was like, I really don't understand what's happening because, like, I think he needs to have an outer body experience to
Yeah.
witness the things that he's saying, the things that are coming out of his mouth that
Mhm.
he is, and he's repeatedly saying.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so bothersome about it. Cause like
Ugh.
it's not like he's saying these things once, or like it's like a okay. You're saying this with gumption,
right?
You are saying this with your whole entire chest,
yes,
and you need to have like so many seats in a different like studio.
Yeah,
all together. I think you need to go to a different pod.
My thing was there were a couple of things with Shake where I was just like, yeah, this is just off. I felt like one, he was there for TV fame. He wasn't there to find love. That was number one, I felt like. Number two, I felt like he kept trying at the reunion to break the fourth wall, or I could tell you whatever, all the questions everyone really wants to know. I could tell you blah, blah. And it's like, you're not the host. You're not.
I was like, what are you? I was like, are you trying to be Diamond? Because like we love Diamond. From season 1. Like, because she had all the tea.
She did.
Number one. And number two, like the way she was treated on the show by, I can't even remember who was the one that like
Carlton.
The disrespect from Carlton. Like, how are you gonna do my girl Diamond like that? But like, I mean, there were some like other issues like in that too. But like, I was like, you know what, Diamond? Like, I want someone good for you. I'm rooting for you.
I want someone good for you. Yeah, I don't know what Shake's intention was, but it also got me 3 when the ladies on the couch were like, what y'all saw on camera was a very mild version of all the other things he said. And I was like,
I was like, this was mild? What medium and hot was. He probably, I don't even want to know what Diablo sauce was. Like,
not Diablo sauce.
Mexican pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Remix Doja Cat's.
So good. I need the beans with the sauce and the cheese.
The man on the lyrics say cheese. Yes. Yeah, I was over Shake for a while. The fact that he even that's why I was like, you're just here to be on the show. You're trying to make some kind of name for yourself. You knew you weren't going to go through with this, and I was surprised Deepti said no, but I was okay. So the thing that got me, and again, we don't know all the editing and everything like that, but the window of time between their last interaction and then marriage day, I felt like someone said something to her or told her like, hey, Shake has been saying this. He's been having doubts. It might have been his own mother, if we're being real. She might have been like, hey, come over here, let me learn you something real quick.
And it was just Deepti. Number one, Deepti looks like Meghan Markle, and
she does.
I love Meghan Markle, so I'm like, you know what, Deepti, you're already factored in. Like, I love you too. I love you too, girl. We might meet up. We might get a salad. It might have goat cheese and some pecans in it. We might get some almond chives. Who knows? Like, we'll just see where the afternoon takes us. But we're going to lunch, girl. Yes, we are.
I can't be the only one who be knowing references. This is wild.
But it like that wedding day, she looked so absolutely stunning. And like, I'm so glad that she went first. And I think maybe producers told her to like that she was going to be the one to go first, or maybe there was something said so that she could go first, so that like we could see her leave Shake, because if it had been the other way around and we saw Shake just like absolutely just be nasty at the altar, like because he was still nasty at the altar. Like, I have no respect for that man.
He has no respect for himself or anyone else or the show or the process or any of that. And I feel like that's what he wanted. He was like, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna be the villain. And I'm like, you know what though? Now that I'm having this realization, he wanted to be a main character, and the villains are main characters.
Villains are main characters.
We're talking about the main character, so maybe he got his wish where he's like,
maybe, but this could also be like a Wizard of Oz situation where, like, you know, he's melting, and then ding dong, the witch is dead. We don't care.
Okay. I'm
like that's how I feel about him. Like, every time I see this man roll up on some, like on my timeline or in my explore page or whatever, I'm like, why?
No, my algorithm knows better. I'd be like, take him off the explore page.
Take him off the explore
page. Okay, so did you want to talk about Deepti too, or are we done with that couple for now?
I'll say this about Deep D. I hope she does find love.
Yes.
Because she deserves it. And
Mhm.
she deserves to have someone like love her wholeheartedly for who she is, because like she is an amazing person. Like
Mhm.
you just feel that from her. She allegedly is dating
I hope not. I don't know if his name is Matt or Roger, or I know who you're talking about. The one who was wanted Shayna.
Kyle.
Kyle. See, I was so close to
I
it.
keep calling him Mark because like
I keep
as I
calling
was
him Matt.
telling you.
Yeah.
Wait.
I keep calling him Matt. His name is Kyle.
Okay, his name is
Yeah,
Kyle.
his name is
I keep
Kyle.
calling him Mark because the way they set his and Shayna's relationship up in the second season, it kind of had like these mirroring points of Mark and Jessica's relationship from
Yeah,
season
yeah,
one.
yeah. You're
And
right. You're
the
right.
thing about Mark and Jessica, like they made it seem like Jessica was this like person that couldn't make up her mind, and like we weren't really rooting for Jessica, like we were rooting for Mark. Blah. But when Diamond spilled the tea about Mark, I was like, oh. And then like, I can't stand Amber and Barnett from the first season.
Really? You think they're annoying, or it's just too much, or
They're
comment
annoying.
worthy?
They're annoying. I can't stand them. And like they really made us think that Jessica was really the villain, and I don't think she was. They made us think that she was like this crazy person, and she's not.
Wait, you don't feel like Jessica was the villain from season
I don't.
one?
I
Please
really don't
explain
think
to
so.
me how you don't, because I feel like they're and I don't.
Did you see the like after the reunion episode from season one where like Diamond came and she was like cute, and then like Lauren came and she had this whole purple train thing, and her purple train was like named Sheila or something, or
I don't know if
Samantha,
I remember
Savannah.
that clearly. I'm gonna say no, just because I don't remember it very clearly.
Just like, well, when I was watching that with some of my other girlfriends, like we were just like, they made us think that Jessica was crazy. I was just like so mad.
My thing is so I haven't seen that, so I'd have to go back, watch that, and then
Like when you watch
reconvene.
like season one, just like season one up until like the first reunion,
Yeah, I saw the first reunion.
yeah, like you're just like, ugh, Jessica.
Yeah.
But when you watch it's like the 1 year after whatever,
Mhm.
I'm like, you know what, Jessica, you're all right.
Ah, I'm gonna have to
That's
reconvene.
that's just my
It's all right.
opinion,
Okay, it's okay.
and
It's
that's
okay.
just
It's
how I
okay. We're gonna
feel.
come back to that because we talk
Okay,
about season two anyway, so it's all
we
good.
are talking about season two.
We're
Okay,
talking about season.
Kyle. Why did you propose to Shayna with your what was it? His mother's ring, his
I
grandmother's
thought it was his
ring?
grandmother's ring. I think.
Like you are like, okay, here's the thing. There are relationships and marriages that work where two people have opposing
Right.
religious views.
Right.
You two clearly were not ever going to work.
Correct. He had hope
You
though. He was proposing on the
he,
guise
he
of premise of hope for sure.
it was hope or drugs or something, because like he was just like, what you're holding is my grandmother's ring, and I'm gonna propose to you. And like Shayna's just like,
I can't. I can't. I can't wait for you guys to watch this episode and see the face that Cammy is making. I cannot wait.
it was just like so embarrassing. I'm like, what am I watching?
But
What am I watching?
I
Because
wasn't
it's stressing
upset.
me out.
No, I was not upset at Kyle for proposing. I was more so upset with Shayna for agreeing because I was like,
I was
you
very upset with
know,
Shayna for agreeing. Like, what? Why
she
would you
knew.
agree to that?
Kyle was going on hope. She already knew with the hesitation and with her having talked to what's his name?
Shane,
Shane, that she wasn't in this to be in it. So I'm just like, are you trying to just go along? Or is this like this situation is too serious for us to not be like, I don't want to hurt feelings. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to worry about how you'll react. We are adults. I
right?
need you to communicate.
Like your relationship with Shane at that point in time, as it was produced and shown to us, like
Yeah.
was basically non-existent.
Non-existent.
You did not need to have a conversation with Shane.
Not at that
That
point,
was
no.
dumb, because like all you two were ever really talking about were how you were wearing gray joggers and crop tops. I'm wearing a crop top. That's so hot.
It was all very surface level, yes, for
I'm
sure.
like, oh yes, this is a very full relationship with lots of substance. Okay.
At least it's what they showed us, because again, we don't know how the
Right.
editing and the production works.
Right. The other thing, okay, so
Wait, I do
like
want to talk about Kyle at the reunion. I felt like he was going too hard at her. I'm like, she
he
already
was.
apologized. She
Mm-hmm.
already said she was in the wrong for it. And she's like, okay, well, what more do you want from me?
Right.
Public
It's like, dude, you got burned. Like, sorry you're not married.
It's like, why are you consistently dragging her? Like, what is the point of this?
I was like, can someone please get Kyle and Shake off the set
like,
immediately?
yeah, grab the little whatever, the polo, the cane, get them out of here. Like, get them out of here. I was like, dude, like she's gone beyond what she needed or should have done. So what are you doing? You want
like,
her to
she
grovel?
apologized.
You want her to get on her knees? Like, what is it that you're looking for?
Kyle, like Kyle.
Kyle.
Let's move on to Natalie and Shane.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you know
because those two confused me.
Okay. I mean, not the most confusing. The most confusing for me we'll get to
was Nick and Danielle.
Yes, and we'll get to them. We're gonna get to them, and that's probably gonna be the longest conversation, but maybe. But okay, Shane and Natalie. When everyone was like, "Oh, they'll be the ones that last forever. They'll be this, they'll be that," I was just like, I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to try to figure out how they work. And I'm just like, this is not like opposites attract. This is just like Tweedledee and Twiddle Toodaloo. Like, this isn't making sense to me.
Right.
So what are y'all seeing that I'm not seeing? Because post-production, pre-production, during filming, I'm not seeing how y'all click, how y'all mash up. Like, I'm not getting it.
It just like does not make any sense. And I just feel like the red flag for me was when, I mean, you are talking to these people. You recognize their voices.
Right.
Natalie and Shayna have two very different voices. So when he's like, oh yeah, Shayna, talk to me. And she's like, I mean, crushed.
Right.
Like devastated, heartbroken. And then he's like, Shayna, talk to me. And he's like, and she's like, no, it's Natalie. Like, dump him.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but it
like,
gets
sorry
better.
This didn't work out for you, but go away. Like, you don't need to be with this man.
But remember, it gets better because he flips the script and he says, well, do you expect me to block? He flips the script. And I was just like, how did he reverse Uno her? And why did she let him play this card? Why isn't she understanding that he pulled an illegal move? That is not his turn.
I was so upset. I was like, why are you letting this man reverse Uno you right now? You are letting this man reverse Uno you right now. You are letting this man reverse Uno you right now. I was so upset. I'm like, girl, please, what you can do, close your journal.
It just looked like
take your sweater. Walk out the pod.
No.
Walk down, sashay, Shantae, down that hallway. Go back to the girl's apartment. Pack up your belongings. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yikes. It just
two beautiful girls stand before me. Only one can continue into becoming Love is Blurry with Shake and getting Nobu reservations. Natalie, listen, girl, I want better for you, but go home. Go home. You deserve better. Like, this guy's an idiot.
I don't know why this sounds familiar, but it reminds me of situations where people, they try to compromise and they end up not dumbing themselves down, but like acquiescing in a situation where it's like, no, you have your standards, but maybe you're not desperate for love, but maybe you're enamored with your situation, or maybe you're just longing for that connection or that companionship. So that companionship.
In my head, I heard companionship.
Yeah, thank you. And so you just decide, okay, I'll let this slide, or I'll let this go, or I'll A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so, yeah.
I think I can't remember if she did mention it if I was making this assumption, but I thought she made a comment about like how like she really wanted this to work, or
they
like
tried after it too.
And every time like she was talking to Shane, I'm like, you are settling, you are settling, you are settling, you are settling. And I can't believe I'm gonna defend Shane for a
Uh-oh.
second.
Uh-oh.
But I don't know like what some of their conversations were like, but like he did mention some things where he was like, sometimes you make me feel dumb. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's a very valid statement. Like, why do you feel that way? What are the things that are being said? But also, what did you say to Natalie the night before wedding day that it was unforgivable? Like, what did you say?
Okay, I definitely want to talk on that first point because
Okay.
I didn't hear him say you said make me feel dumb. He says I need there were certain things throughout the show and throughout the reunion. He was like, I need certain like support or assurances, or it sounds like he needed words of affirmation, and she was just
Mm-hmm.
like not giving him that. And I was like, for me, I was like, that's not fair because it's not her job to build you up or her job to make sure that you like you. So I
Right.
didn't feel like that was fair on Natalie. But yeah, going
Right.
to before the wedding day, I think she said something along because, and again, they won't tell us. It's like
They won't tell us. We want to know.
I
Tell
feel
us what
like
you said.
I feel like he said something along the lines of, "Oh, I hate you," or "You're difficult," or something that was just like, "Oh no, my husband to
Like,
be would never say this to me."
because you know what they say about a drunk man's
Sober
words?
thoughts, what they say, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Young
Mm-hmm.
man, sober
Mm-hmm.
thoughts, and it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
ugh,
Yeah, it was not a good look.
yeah,
Not a good
yeah,
look. Um, I think with them, like they just had communication
for
issues.
sure.
Like they needed, which is funny because like how long are you in the pod? Like it's all about communication. I don't understand.
I don't
I don't.
understand that. Yeah,
I really like just don't get it. So I'm
yeah.
like, I'm glad that they didn't work out.
I think they're in the pod for 10 days, they said. So, but it's like
Wow.
but you can see multiple people a day. They revealed that to us. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was kind of like a one thing a day, but
Right.
they said no. Some people you can have 10-minute sessions. Some people you can have 4-hour session. I was like, oh, okay,
Wow.
okay.
Wow. Wow.
Um, oh, I feel like I want to say, oh, I know who we should go to next. Mal and Sal.
That's where I wanted to go
Mal
next.
and Sal.
Okay, here's the thing. Number
Not number one. First things first. I can't with
see
you. I
that was
really
not a cute little
cannot.
snort. That was
I mean, you
nasty.
said it could be big and ugly, so let it
It
give
was a
what it
big and ugly
gave.
one, but you know what? I felt it in my soul. Mal and Sal. Number one, I already knew that this relationship wasn't going to work out because who wants to be Mal and Sal?
Mm, mm.
It's not.
That's facts,
It's
no printer.
it's not going to work out.
That's facts, no printer.
Number two, when they met in person, that whole interaction. Oh my god! Speaking, it was so awkward. I'm like, I was. This is how I was watching that episode. I was like,
Awkward. I was like, please don't kiss. Please don't kiss.
uh, I
Please
was like,
don't kiss.
this looks like siblings kissing,
Yeah,
and it's uncomfortable, and I don't like it, and like I. It,
my immediate thought was I was like for some reason I'm inside Mallory's brain right now and she's just like I should have picked Jared.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like that's what was going on in her head.
Yeah, that's exactly what was going on in her head. And the thing is, like, they're both very attractive people,
Very,
but I think because like I think she was still like up in her head about Jared
for
maybe
sure,
or like maybe about the whole situation
for
because like
sure.
I don't think Sal had any like was giving any red flags in my opinion. Like while they were in the pods and like if he wants to serenade me sometime, please go ahead, Sal. My number is 555. Five.
I'm gonna pick
555.
because the person talking right now can't solicit. This person is um she's crazy. She messed up my train of thought because she's very crazy. Like her person doesn't listen to. Anywho,
Listen, if you're my person that's listening to this right now, stop.
yes, they're just gonna immediately just stop. I cannot with you. You on 10 tonight. I really can't with you. Like, cannot.
Oh god. and Sal, they were a very weird couple. And I feel like Sal was really it appeared that Sal was trying more than Mallory was.
For sure.
And then like with Mal's like family not being supportive, which I get. I totally get it. But like I think they were just like set up for failure ever since like Mal wasn't like into it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning, when I say from the beginning, I mean like from the meetup.
My perspective was this. I feel like she was feeling Jared, but then again, she was in her head and was like, oh, he's like the other girls I've dated before, so I'm not sure if I want to do this. But I felt like, honestly, I felt like she was more culturally connected with Sal. So that's why she
Yeah.
decided to pursue that. But then when she
Yeah.
saw him, it was just like, no sparks, no,
No butterflies, no nothing, no zip, no zoo.
which sucks because that's what it's about, right? You're supposed to see how your connection is through the
Yeah.
wall. And it's like, do you just deal with what you have when, love is not blurry anymore? Like it's 2020 vision.
You don't have reservations at Nobu.
Ugh.
Listen, I now I really want to go to Chicago and go to Nobu just to see what all the buzz is about.
Well, there are multiple Nobus. You don't have to go to just Chicago.
I mean, I'm closer to Chicago.
I mean, okay.
Do you want to go to Nobu with me?
I mean, if you're inviting me, sure.
Let's go to Nobu.
We can definitely go to Nobu. It's a date.
Would you like to go to the California Nobu? Is that why you're like...
I mean, I've been to the California Nobu, so we should go to a Nobu that neither one of us has been.
Okay, so you've been to Nobu. What's the tea?
Not in Chicago.
Well, what's the California Nobu tea?
I don't feel like I have any tea. It's just everything's expensive. It tastes good. I don't know if it's worth the price, but then again, I didn't pay, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It was smanshy. I always, when I think about like reviews or recommendation, I'm always like, would I do that again? And I would definitely go again. I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely go again.
All right, let's get some Nobu reservations. It is blurry. Okay.
I love her. Really, we both
She is hilarious. Okay, I know that we're like veering away from Love is Blind, but like I just want to say that like she had this reel the other day about how the natural community was bamboozled.
Yep.
And I was like, I feel seen.
Yep.
Yeah, because
yeah.
We don't need to get it. We'll get into that another time because like I'm sure we both have stories, but like I was like facts.
Yeah.
100. Yep, I agree. Okay. Yes. I am not alone.
I'm here with you.
That's my least favorite Michael Jackson song. Hate this song so much.
All right.
I didn't mean for you to stop singing. I'm just like,
say less.
No, I just the music videos like now playing in my head. I'm just like I hate this song.
Clearly.
Do we want to talk about who else? Oh yeah, Nick and Amanda or Danielle. Amanda.
Yikes. Okay.
That's how forgettable and awkward.
Listen, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Not saying I don't care about God or whatever being you believe in, but if your higher power being came to my face and said these two belong together, I'd say you're lying. I would say you're lying. They'd be like, I'm God. You can't tell me that. God, you know my heart. And you know you should believe me when I say that you're lying. Like there's no logical explanation for them to work. When I think about, definitely this person or this person is going to say no at the altar, it was definitely them. And both of them said yes. And I was like, okay, well, at the reunion, they won't be together. And at the reunion, they were together. And then I was like, okay, well, after the reunion, they won't be together. And after the reunion, they were together. So it's not logically making sense to me.
I'm so confused by those two. Like I was talking because so one of my best friends, she's the one that convinced me to like watch it because like I'd started seeing like all this stuff and I was like showing it to her, like sending her things. And she's like, just watch it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finally sit down and watch it. Thank goodness I did because like This was trash. This was drama. Like, I was here for it. Like, oh my God. She and I, well, like, she thought, and I agreed with her, that Nick and Amanda, either both of them or either one of them, were producer puppets.
Who's Amanda? Oh, Danielle?
Why do I keep calling her Amanda?
Did I miss
Danielle. Oh my. See, this is how weirded out I don't like. Oh my God. Number one, Nick needs to not yell at women. Like, calm yourself. Like, think about what the words that you want to say and don't yell at me. Number two, Danielle. Yes, Danielle.
I can't.
Bro, like,
I can't.
Danielle, I need you to grow up just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I mean, like,
Just a little
you
bit.
can still have like these cute, quirky things, but like, you're kind of functioning like a 16-year-old, and I need you to function like a financially independent adult.
I'm all for having fun and letting the big kid in you rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of her, and I feel like she, I won't say it was masked in, but I feel like it was under the umbrella of I'm insecure, so I'm allowed to behave this way. And I was
Right.
like,
Because I
no.
definitely feel like she eats cereal and Kraft mac and cheese out of the same bowl without washing it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. And then Nick with his hippie homemade toothpaste.
This woman says, we're not letting you get that off. This woman says she feels like she eats cereal and Kraft mac and cheese, 2 different meals out of the same bowl without washing it.
And it's one of those like mixing, like glass Pyrex mixing bowls, because like all of her other bowls are dirty and she hasn't done dishes. She's probably eating it with a mixing spoon. Maybe. Listen. Tell me I'm wrong.
She does give off that vibe. She does give off the why would I wash it? I'm gonna use it. Why would I wash it? I'm gonna use it. She gives off that vibe.
Why make your bed when you're just gonna get back in it? Yeah.
That's accurate. Why?
And za 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 za.
You guys can't see it, but I'm pleasantly surprised. Okay, now to get to the coup de grace.
Yes,
of the hour.
Yes.
If a man proposed to one of your roommates, and then your roommate turned them down, and then you followed up and he proposed to you, like how, and you know all the details, how would you feel initially finding that out?
I would be like, see ya. Wouldn't wanna see ya. Gonna bank head bounce out of here. Yeah. Make me clap my hands. Gonna get up out and dance and stomp on your body. Yeah. That's not the Kirk Franklin version? Never mind.
That's the Feuds version. Don't play. You know it's the Feuds version.
Oh my God.
You know it's the Feuds version. You never see them in the same room at the same time. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Kirk Franklin, and Plies. Okay. So how would you feel if that was told to you? Like, hey, this is what happened.
I would feel exactly how Ayana felt. I'd be like, I'm not anybody's number 2.
Yeah.
Like, if you really wanted me, you would have proposed to me.
Yeah.
Like, the problem with these like dating shows, because like I watched the tail end of this season's Bachelor. It was a crap show. But like, I feel like the latest thing on the Bachelor series is for the lead to be like, I never knew that I could be in love with more than one person, but I am in love with 3 women. And I'm like, like, this is a new line and I hate it. Like, we get it. Like, you have feelings for all these women. And like, and I've not been in that situation, but like I believe that you can have feelings
Yeah.
for multiple people,
Yeah.
especially in a very specific environment that they've set up like this.
Yes.
And you're having these deep conversations and you're getting to know somebody and you're telling them things about yourself that maybe you haven't even told like anybody else like ever
Right.
in your life. So like there's a level of intimacy there.
Right.
So like because of that intimacy, like yeah, feelings are you're gonna get swept up.
Yeah.
And I get that. But like if the goal of at the end of this is to get married to somebody, you can't, I mean, we're not in a place where you can get married to two people. Can you get married to two people in the United States?
Maybe in certain states, not in either state that we're in, I don't think. Let's see. States that allow multiple wives.
Can you get
Polygamy among these groups persists today in Utah, Arizona, Colorado, Canada, and some neighboring states, but that doesn't tell me if it's legal.
Utah checks out.
Polygamy. Wow, for that. Polygamy is illegal in all 50 states, but Utah's law is unique in that a person can be found guilty not just for having two legal marriage licenses, but also for cohabitating with another adult in a marriage-like relationship while they're legally married to someone else.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's wild to me, especially given that I've seen more than a couple of episodes of Sister Wives, and they're like, "Oh, let's move from Montana to Utah, Utah to da da da." Those Midwestern states, honestly, that I forget that we have. And they're like, "Oh, the laws are less lenient here or more lenient here," and I'm like, "But this it's still illegal."
Yeah, I'm gonna say it again.
Why
Utah
risk
checks out.
it? Why risk it? Why not go somewhere where it's legal? Why risk it? But that's not business.
That's not my business.
That's my business. That's my business.
I mean, I'm glad that it's working out for them. It seems like they are happy together and they're doing the whole marriage thing.
Yeah.
It was just, especially with how things were like portrayed and played out, like on the show.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, it was because it was very emotional how she was feeling.
Yes.
And I felt that because like I have had friends in that kind of situation where it's like I don't know what to do, and I'm like, listen, I know what you should do.
You're so wild. Wow for that.
Am I wild or am I right?
You wildly right sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I would sometimes. I would like that on a crew neck T-shirt, please.
Listen, we have a running list of merch. When you guys subscribe to the Patreon in about like 3 minutes, you also have that merch tab.
Yeah, it was just it was shocking to me watching their relationship play out. And then like the whole like Jared and Mal conversation on the beach, like that was inappropriate and like that didn't like what for why? What was the reason?
Yeah, but also I'm like, do y'all forget y'all are mic'd up? Like, do y'all forget that we're going to see playbacks for all this stuff? Are you so entranced that you forget where you are?
I think they forgot.
And if you're so entranced with Mal that you forgot where you were, did you really mean it when you asked Ayanna to marry you?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, because he comes off as the type that's like, I just want to get married, but also like, I'm kind of a player.
Playerish. He gave me player vibes from day one.
But he's like, one of those players that's like, I want to wife you up. I want you to have 7 of my babies.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna live in Atlanta.
Yep.
We're gonna live in Decatur.
Yep.
We could take Marta to Turner Field.
All right.
Well, Turner Field doesn't exist anymore.
You gotta talk it now. Yeah, he definitely gave me player vibes. And again, that's during the show, after the reunion, and as I'm seeing them, you know, just their social media presence. At least I'm like, okay, I feel a little more comfortable because
I feel comfortable. Yeah, it's because of Ayanna. That's why I feel comfortable.
Yeah, because I feel like she's smart enough to peep if something was right. I feel like she would have. She's she has discernment, I feel, so she would have been like, all right, no, this ain't for
Oh,
me, I'm gone.
absolutely.
Or the fact that she was like,
Absolutely.
no, we addressed that and we talked about that. And he was like, yeah, it was completely inappropriate. I apologize. At A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I was like, okay,
Mhm.
all right.
And I think, like, because of, like, post-production or
Uh-huh.
post like, marriage, like, I feel comfortable just because, like, they look like they have conversations
Yes.
and they are open with each other.
Yes.
And which is important. I also feel like they are being, like, portrayed as, like, Lauren and Cameron 2.0, but I'm like,
I don't think
you're
we'll
not.
ever get another Lauren and Cameron. My friend asked me that before she started the second season because she was waiting for all the episodes to come out and then watch it. I was like, you better hurry up because you don't want to get spoiled and stuff like that. And she was like, is there like another Lauren and Cameron? And I was like, I think that's a one in like a series.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, like I don't first see another Lauren and Cameron happening.
Yeah. I do think Jared's dad was really cute, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Can I marry you guys?" And I'm like,
Yes.
"Oh."
It was very sweet. He was like, everyone's asked me to like marry them and do their ceremonies, and I'm like, I got to do my son's first. And I was like,
I was like, "That's right, Dad.
that was very,
You
very,
do
you're so
that."
silly.
I'm done.
It was very, very, very sweet. Yeah.
But I hope that they do another, like, a year after
Yeah.
reunion type thing. Let's bring Diamond back, even though she wasn't part of the season, because I know that she knows everything about everybody.
You are so silly.
Let's bring Lauren and Lauren 2.0. Let's bring back Lauren's train on the dress. Has Giannina
Oh my God.
found love? Is she still a hot mess? I don't want to see Damien anymore. I don't want to see Shake anymore. I don't want to see Kyle anymore. I don't want to see Shane anymore. I also don't want to see Shayna anymore. I just want to see the people I want to see. That's who I want to catch up with.
But, you know, we can't have the good without the bad. We can't have the villain
Ugh,
without the villain. Like they're the main characters too.
fine, I guess.
Not the strong fine.
I listen, Shake, if you're listening to this, let's roll up to Nobu. What's good? And you're paying.
Whoa, okay.
And if Shake's mom is listening to this, hello, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You are a very nice woman.
Yes.
And I'm sorry that your son is a POS.
Woo-wee! That's a point of sale system. She's sorry that your son is a point of sale system.
That's not what I meant.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
is there anything else that you would like to dive into?
I don't think there's anything else that I want to delve into. I just have some closing remarks.
Okay.
The 90s were scandalous, and Coco and I are going to talk about this soon.
Woo! Now
That's
can you
closing
do
room.
the preview, view.
So that's remark number 1. Remark number 2, drink some water today. You need to stay hydrated.
Why?
Allergy
Why do
season
they need to
is
stay
up
hydrated?
because, like, your body is made up of mostly water, and you just need to keep the
Who
water
says?
inside. You don't science.
Who's science? Can you prove it? Can you cut? If I cut you open, will mainly water flow out?
Lots of blood will fall
Yikes!
out.
I'll just believe you. I'll just believe you.
Don't be like me and not put on Vaseline. Just, like, put some Vaseline on your lips. It's okay. We don't want to be crusty out in these streets. Sunscreen, always important. SPF 35 or higher. I mean, nothing above 50 is, like, really doing anything. So 35 to 50.
Interjection. Why wouldn't anything above 50 do anything?
Like, at that point, like, if you're using, like, a SPF 70,
Yeah.
SPF 100, like, it's not extra protection. It's basically at the same level of filters at SPF 50 that's protecting you from the UV rays. Mm-hmm.
The more you know. Rainbow Cat.
The more you know. Hulu is going through some stuff because like everything that they've been putting out that's new is like really dark and twisted, and I'm like, okay, can we get a rom-com original? Like, what do we got to do? What do we have to do? Spider-Man No Way Home
Uh-huh.
is available for purchase digitally, and I think it's coming out on DVD and Blu-ray next month. Super excited about that.
You're excited to purchase something you can stream for free?
Well, I can't stream it for free anywhere.
Let's wait till we're off the pod. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I enjoy buying DVDs of movies that I like because they have the bonus features
Right. I was just about to
and
ask you,
and
like,
director's commentary.
are you a collector of these things though, or do you just like? Okay, see, that's a little different. Like for
Yeah,
me, I'm going to see the movie and I'm not going to purchase it unless it's like a Sailor Moon saga or an old Batman thing, like something nostalgic. But anything new, I'm just like, But I can see the collector's point of view of having it.
yeah. Like I really want to. I thought like we have like all the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
We want to collect all the Disney movies.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But like I really just want like Disney movies on VHS because I can smell the
The
VHS
box.
box. Like the fact that people can like smell the box when you talk about it, like
Yeah.
that is true nostalgia.
Yeah. Not only
Let's
that, I can
see.
also hear like the intro or the I can see the
Mm-hmm.
blue and white lettering, the blue background. Yeah.
Do
FBI
because
privacy warning.
yes, I was just about to ask about
If
that.
you distribute this, you're gonna pay $250,000 fine and go to jail for 5 years or
I remember always reading that and just being like,
right.
FBI in my
You'll never be a
house.
pirate, I promise.
I'll be good. I just want to watch this on VHS. Oh, be kind and rewind.
I'll be
Please look
watching
over me.
and rewind. Ooh.
And lastly, just take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourself, for sure.
Eat some dinner. Get your favorite snack. If you want a red velvet cupcake, get a red velvet cupcake.
Okay, confession.
Oh no. Oh god.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid Man. So I bought cupcakes. This was either Sunday or Monday. It was a 6-pack, and I ate the last one today. And I have no regrets.
I don't have any regrets for you. That
No
sounds
regrets.
amazing.
It
What kind
was
of cupcakes?
amazing. It was amazing.
What kind of cupcakes were they?
Okay, so so me picking cupcakes was also like when I'm at dinner because it's like I like chocolate, but I like chocolate at a certain price point, and I don't like chocolate icing, but I like cream cheese, but I don't like vanilla cake. So and I don't like sprinkles, but after going back and forth, it's like I had to get a vanilla cake that didn't have anything inside of it, which I also hate. I like for my cupcakes to have the stuff in the middle. So vanilla cake with chocolate frosting and sprinkles, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna make it do what it do because it was like 3 something, and it was Publix quality, and I'm like, it's gonna be good because it's Publix
Oh my
quality.
gosh, I haven't had Publix
Listen, I'm
cake
telling
in
y'all right now,
forever.
not sponsored, but if you want to get some Publix deli, Publix bakery, Publix food, you will not be disappointed.
I've never been disappointed by anything from Publix.
Mm-hmm.
From the deli section. Like I still vividly remember in 6th grade, my mom got this like raspberry blackberry cheesecake from the Publix deli. Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
you know how I feel about mixing flavors that shouldn't be mixed.
let the record show that Coco does not have a refined palate
Okay,
with
let's talk
desserts.
about how Cammy's sweet and sour, like Sour Patch tongue, whatever, like orange and cranberry. Like, what are we doing here? Like, yes, you are the villain, and also like
Common
raspberry
pain.
pumpernickel popsicles. It's just like, what? Now you're just being egregious.
Wow, you are wild. You are wild.
That's how I feel about you. And these flavor combinations that belong
Y'all
not above ground.
don't invite Coco to your house to eat.
To eat nasty food. No, exactly. I don't want an invitation to eat nasty food. Don't invite me. Thank you.
All right. You all heard that she can't even have like vanilla and chocolate like touching.
That's not what I said.
I mean, that's how I took it. It sounds
Well, let me
racist over there.
You received me wrong. Let me clarify. Vanilla anything is dumb because vanilla is not a flavor. It's plain and basic. And people who like vanilla scare me. It just
I
gives
mean,
me like serial killer vibes. Like out of all the flavors in the world, and y'all know me, I don't even like nasty combo flavors, but I'd pick up a cranberry orange muffin to throw away before I picked up vanilla to eat. So that's how I feel about vanilla.
but who's making vanilla muffins?
Vanilla cupcakes. It's like a base. You know.
Yeah, but you said cranberry orange muffin
Yeah.
and vanilla cupcake. They're very two. I mean, they look similar, but they're different.
Right. They are different. That's why I use the different names.
But you said you would okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said I would pick up a cranberry orange muffin to throw it away before I ate a vanilla cupcake.
Your taste buds stress me out. Anything else that you want to say before we head out for the day?
I want to thank the listeners. I want to thank people for their feedback. I want people to know also, like, I appreciate all feedback, but we are definitely aware of any technical difficulties and growing pains and things that might need, you know, a second look and adjustment and stuff like that. So
Listen, we're learning as we're growing,
okay. What she said.
Not the blank stare. Not the "Are you okay?"
Blink,
stare.
blink, blink, blink.
Not the "Can you simmer down?" stare.
You receiving it a certain way. I ain't say all that.
Your eyes said it all.
People love. Okay. I mean, we could be wrapping this up and we keep going on tangents. People love to tell me what I mean by my facial expressions. And I'll say this again. I have not been in control of my facial expressions since the age of 3. And sometimes it might be accurate, but most times, unless you ask me, you can't just look at my face.
Not.
You made a face. Your eyes said it all. Really? Because my eyes can't talk. And if they could, that'd be gross.
But you can communicate with your eyes. It's called body language.
Again, we apologize to the French listeners who have been ear butchered by Cammy this episode.
Oh my god, that wasn't even me trying to be French. Okay, you were saying thank you to the listeners,
Yes.
and we are aware of technical difficulties, and we're learning as we're growing and going.
Yes.
What else? What are your other remarks?
I think that's all. Do you have any other remarks for for our friends? I do want to say that. I love when you say, "Hey, friends." When I see other people do it, I'm like, "That's corny. That's goobery." But when you do it, I'm like, "That's so sweet."
Because like they're gonna listen to this for over an hour. Like y'all some real ones.
That's true.
For real.
That's true.
Where can the people find us?
They can find us everywhere. You can find us on Instagram at 2 Peaches with a Pod. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Google Podcasts. You can find us on Anchor. That's just listening. If you'd like to see our beautiful faces, get our facial expressions, connect with us, you can find us on YouTube. And coming soon, you'll be able to watch us live record on Twitch.
Shake that muffin taffy, yeah. Shake it. One last call for alcohol, and we're gonna get some burgers tonight. Do you know what that song is about?
It's about getting out of Six Flags. That's what they play every time when it's time to go. What you mean? What is it about? It's about I gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck off the ninja. That's what it's about.
That song is about the birth of the artist's daughter.
Closing time?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to look.
Maybe I'm confusing it with a different song, but I'm pretty sure it's Closing Time.
Okay, I'll look at those lyrics. I'll reconvene and I'll let you all know if
we'll update you in episode 8.
Any last remarks from you?
Fresh out the box, ready yet, get set. That's all we've got.
Okay. Bye, y'all.